Alright, so this game is called Police Simulator Patrol Officer, and I'm in the simulation as a patrol officer. We're going to start off in the Melting Pot. It's a diverse district. It includes neighborhoods. Um, Parts of the district are very old. Um, it is growing, which results in, of course, more diverse urban landscapes. Um, So it's pretty historical, but it's getting pretty up there. So as you can see, it's a park there. We're gonna start right here. Of course, you got duty stars to get. With the duty stars to get, what's this building? Duty stars pretty much unlock stuff. Everything in gray I haven't unlocked yet, but everything that's white on the right side is things that I've unlocked already. So we'll learn as we go, and we're gonna go. So I'm able to skip days, of course. And as you can see at the bottom right, it's Monday, um, November the 7th, 2022. It's going to come in handy pretty soon. We only got one shift so far that we could do. Yeah, everything else is locked right now. It's a pretty big city. But for right now, we're going to start here. The walking emoji means it's walking. This means it's going to be a daytime mission. So we're going to go ahead and do it for about 45 minutes. Foot patrol. Now, anybody that's, well, let me get started on making it public so people can join in. This is a two-player game for online so far. So I chose her. I don't know why, but for right now, I'm going to, since I'm just starting out, I'm gonna probably keep it simple and just maybe work on traffic situations. I'm supposed to be doing other stuff, but let's just get to it. So as you can see at the top left, the time.
Hello, officer. It's your first day on the job, and your first shift is to issue parking tickets, so be on the lookout for vehicles violating parking regulations. Be on your guard and show presence when you encounter other violations. Always remember to have reasonable suspicion before you detain someone and a probable cause with sufficient evidence before making an arrest. Now, some days are better than the others, and remember, every day is different. Good luck.
Thank you, officer. I'll keep that in mind.
So at all times, I'm in control of the callouts being disabled or enabled. Your first shift. Welcome to your first day. Your first assignment is parking tickets. Also, littering, jaywalking. Pretty much enforce the laws. We've already talked about the time date. At the top left is the duration, so it's a countdown. You'll see it going clockwise. You'll see the white bar going down. That's our time. That's pretty much it for right now. Now, she did mention about reasonable suspicion and probable cause. There's a small difference between the two. So probable cause, if you didn't know, requires a little bit less evidence. It's more so like, say, okay, probable cause is established when a patrol officer can convincingly argue that a person is very likely to have committed a crime. Like, if I see a piece of paper going past a person's foot, I can argue the fact that maybe it's his paper. It's not saying that it is, but I can argue that fact. So I got probable cause to maybe investigate. Now, reasonable suspicion is a little bit different. It means that a situation allows a patrol officer to believe that a person may have committed a crime. Reasonable suspicion authorizes the officer to detain, okay, frisk them, and follow up on the suspicion. Drug and alcohol tests are justified, and persons are obligated to identify themselves when the officer asks them to. So the main difference is reasonable suspicion means that, it's not just
Will you keep your eyes open, officer?
I can take that.
reasonable suspicion. It's not just a matter of seeing the napkin go past the person's foot. Now it's like you actually saw them do that, or you have a way to actually verify it. So now you have, it's pretty reasonable now. It's not just a probability; it's more logical. This game, of course, utilizes turn signals. Okay, so the police garage is accessible only by car and by driving close to the entrance. Inside the police garage, officers can make changes to the police vehicle trunk's inventory, changing the vehicle's. They can also enable and disable all vehicle gadgets and the cosmetics. After unlocking new patrol vehicles, make sure to pay the garage a visit and make it your default. This is just stuff for you to know. Briefing on the garages. You can read this stuff. There's a whole handbook for this game. But anyway, so we're going to turn the turn signal off. Alright. So I got it set up on simulation mode, so all traffic laws apply to me as well, so I can't just run lights. I can't have my sirens on for no reason. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it simple right now. I'm gonna keep it about safety. I'm gonna be part of the safety team, which is right. We're just gonna make this a safety team. Get some rims on this bad boy. Bull bar. Make sure we're good to go. We don't really need a bull bar for this. We're just writing parking tickets. Light bar. We can get yellow light bar. Just pure yellow. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get some thump in that. Here we go. Alright. Man, sticker. Emergency 911. Okay, cool. Alright. So, can we bring anything else? Nope, not yet. Okay. So, a winch is used to tow cars, to move cars out of the way. The camera, pretty much, we can't use it yet. Can't use it yet. All this stuff I have it unlocked, but I've started over the game. Okay, so can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. Okay, so this is an automatic license plate reader, ALPR. This will tell you if the car's been stolen or stuff like that. Also, these are spotlights. Goes without saying. And let's get up out there. So she should do parking tickets. I think I'm better than that. So yeah, so these mirrors are pretty good. Of course, if you want to drive like this, you can. Sirens up here. That will make the people drive and run the light, which you don't want them to do. So I guess we can do one parking thing, which nobody's coming. Okay, so that vehicle up there, that brown one, is parked too close to the road. I know that just from experience of playing this game. So let's go ahead and see what's going on. So before I approach any car, of course, I want to check the license plate, see what I'm walking up to. Notice that 23 right there. We're in the year 2022, so there's good on that part. Okay, this person has priors for speeding. What you got a ticket for? Jaywalking. He's Asian. Doesn't have a gun permit. No open warrants. License plate matches what I saw. Car matches. It's not reported stolen. Everything's pretty much good. Except for where he's parked at. So, well, I guess since we got 40 minutes, might as well do it the right way. Okay, so stuff like this, it should be in the felonies, parking regulations. Let's see, position and alignment. Yeah, okay, cool. No, not that one. This basically this is a guide for good cops, as you can see to the top left. All right, there we go, right there. Common parking tickets. So we're going to go down to right here. Okay, too close to a crosswalk. This justifies towing to help emergency vehicles get through and to ensure the safety of pedestrians. The city requires its residents and visitors to park at least 20 feet away from all intersections. So I'm able to park. I'm able to tow it. If you ever want to make sure, you can always just go to actions and then go down to evidence, and it'll give you some more detailed what you're allowed to do based on the situations. This might not be with towing. This is more towing right here. But okay, cool. Okay, so something just happened. These won't always pop up. It usually pops up when you first start up the game. But so this one is clear up the accident you are involved in. Wait, what? I'm looking at my mirror. It looks like somebody hit me. Okay, cool. So clear up the accident. So okay, so this is something pretty cool. So somebody just hit me, looks like. So I need to investigate it. If I don't, I'll lose shift points. At the top right, you'll see CP points are at 100. That's your shift points. If you go down to 0, it's pretty much like your grade. Each thing that you do wrong, it goes down. So if you get down to 0, you're fired. Not literally, but pretty much everything that you did for that day doesn't count. You have to restart the day. So let's see what's going on. This one's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Okay, so we all saw that wasn't me, right? So what I'm gonna do is keep the car where it is, somehow find a way to get out. There we go. First thing you do is check for anybody who got injured. He's fine. Okay, cool. Now let's check his license plate really fast. So instantly, I already know I didn't cause this accident. Last 4 of 194. Let's see. Invalid insurance for 194. He works with Gil's Solution as a registered owner. No gun permit, valid license, open warrant. Priors for robbery, driving without insurance, verbals. Ticket for failing to yield. Okay, police hand gestures. Use hand gestures to give traffic orders to drivers to resolve traffic jams and ensure better traffic flow. Yeah, so they give you all kind of tools to help traffic flow. You're literally a cop. Also, you get traffic cones that kind of is more efficient, but you have to progress, which was earlier with those duty stars. Okay, so the time's still going, by the way, as we're talking, so it's not like we're pausing the game. But anyway, so he has no insurance, so that's a big red flag to me already. Out of safety, I want him to get on the sidewalk, but I can't give him traffic orders. I guess I haven't unlocked it yet, so let's start from the beginning. Ask him what happened.
Can you describe what you saw?
I don't understand what happened, officer.
Okay, so that's kind of weird, but anyway.
License and registration, please.
Yes, officer. There you go.
So this is his license. Notice the license number. Last 4 is 0624. This is his insurance, which is, of course, as you mentioned, out of date. It's not too far out of date, so I might let him go with that one. He also has a concealed permit, weapons permit, but I thought that was off. Concealed weapons permit, yeah. So the difference between a gun permit and a weapons permit is a gun permit is for guns, and a concealed permit is for like other type of weapons. You'll see later. Okay, so frisking. The civilian is showing signs of strange behavior. For your own safety, you are now allowed to frisk them. So it goes back to that thing about evidence. So if we go here for a second, back to the tools, and then go to evidence. Actions, and then go to evidence. Sorry if I'm moving too fast, but okay, so when are you allowed to frisk someone, right? Frisking. Frisking is allowed if somebody is angry, avoiding eye contact, seems fearful, looking around, nervous, or trembling. It's a little bit, biased, but stereotypical. But, this is what you're allowed to frisk people for. And we already got the intuition, which is like the hint that came up on the screen, which you can turn off, by the way, that they're showing signs. So just to be safe, and the fact that he hit me in the back, let's go ahead and do a frisk. We can't search him yet because we don't have reasonable suspicion, but we have probable cause to believe that something isn't going on. Something isn't right.
Kindly allow me to frisk you in case you have any illegal items.
So at the left, you will see the progress bar. It's already green because everything was done, but sometimes you would have to take pictures of accident parts, pictures of the debris, stuff like that. But this one, it seems like wasn't much damage done. I don't know how, but anyway. Given that he just hit me and he doesn't have any insurance, it's likely about to get pretty deep with him pretty soon. So let me go ahead and request what he has in his truck as well.
Can I see your logging device, please? I need to verify the data.
You bet. Here you go, officer.
So all this is because now I have a reasonable suspicion that a crime has definitely been committed. I'm also going to drug test him and DUI him as well. So he's carrying around pesticides. I think he needs a permit for that. It looks like he has a permit for it. Okay. Permit would have been to the bottom right. Okay, cool. Let's just double check that. Always double check it against the computer just to make sure. Okay, so this is his login device. Matches his insurance, matches his ID. Does show that he was last inspected. It looks like a couple of months ago. Does show his record. Cargo weight. It shows his active, what he's supposed to be carrying around. His order number. Then his ID matches everything else. Okay, cool. So this seems pretty straightforward. You know, he's not too far off of his insurance, but he did hit the car. So if he's under the influence and he's going to jail, if he's not, then that's fine. But I should also point out that when it comes to truck drivers, they have a little bit more of a restrictive as far as intoxications. If they are even 0.1% under the influence of anything, they definitely go to jail because of the major liability to the public.
I'm just taking a sample to see if you've been drinking and driving. I'll take a sample to check if you've taken drugs before driving. You've committed a violation by driving under the influence of cannabis. You're being arrested. Please move onto the sidewalk.
Please don't do that.
Put your hands up slowly, please. I'm going to search you. I'm issuing you a ticket because you don't have valid insurance.
I don't have that much money.
I am arresting you because it looks like you are transporting stolen goods.
You have got to be kidding me.
I must fine you for not having the correct documentation of the cargo. This will cost you between $250 and $750. I need some backup here to take a suspect into custody.
Understood. We're sending the closest transport to your location.
Please cancel the arrest. I repeat, cancel the arrest. It's no longer required.
Copy that. Backup canceled, officer.
Here's your accident report.
A well-documented and exhaustive report. Thank you, officer.
Backup requested to take a suspect into custody. I repeat, backup requested.
Copy that. The nearest available unit will be sent to your current location.
I'll soon be at your location. I just parked nearby. Alright, partner. I'll go ahead and take the suspect into custody. Please cooperate and come with me to the police van.
We're arranging for an officer to deal with the vehicle now.
Can you send a tow truck to my current location? I have a vehicle here that needs towing.
Negative. Your location is currently unreachable. We'll send one as soon as possible.
Cancel the tow truck. It's no longer necessary, thank you.
Understood. Hauling the tow truck back.
Plate reader. By the way, at the top left, you see we have half time left. Still going down. The white is. So once it gets no more white around that circle, then we're need to head back to this station. License plate recognition system allows an officer to scan the license plate of cars ahead of the patrol car. The license plates are automatically cross-checked with police database in real time. They show things like expired license plates. The officer can directly report them and send them in without having to pull over the person. But of course, if it's expired, you can also tow the vehicle. For bigger infractions like a stolen car or expired insurance, the officer needs to pull over the vehicle no matter what to check if the car owner is also driving the vehicle. Yeah. So now we are, I think it's a green light. Can't see it from here. Yeah, because that's red. Yeah, whatever. Alright, well, we got call outs on, so we should be getting some calls now. They might still want us to just do parking right now, but I don't got time for parking. Anybody behind me? Nope. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on. They didn't use a turn signal earlier. Yeah, let me go ahead and stop them just to kind of see what's really going on. Turn signal. That car did not use a turn signal. You can use pull over sign if available, or when having access to your patrol car, drive behind it and blimp. That blimp was the thing that I used earlier. Okay, so let's see what's going on here with this guy. Background check. Certain interactions with pedestrians and vehicles, like checking an ID or focusing on a license plate, enter a record in your police computer. The entity history displays all identification data for the current shift. Officers should make good use of the police computer, as they will find an additional entity information that is not available on the ID card's license plate. Police computer can be accessed with the button I usually press or any weapon will. Alright, let's see who this guy is really fast before we go out there. It's a she, actually. Pretty clean record. She's a citizen of here. Franklin is the name of this state that we live in. So she's pretty much good to go. Just a turn signal issue. But let's see how that goes.
I had to pull you over because you failed to signal.
Yeah, so what?
Okay, that's not the answer I was looking for.
I need to see your ID and proof of insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Just checking the names, looking at the last four of the driver's license, and then compare it to this. Same person, same person, same person, same person, same person. She has no international crimes, but she's domestic with vehicle theft. So now my question is this her?
Please step out of the vehicle and walk to the sidewalk.
Because they can get their hair changed, you know, but yeah, it's definitely her. I don't know. They look different. You'll be surprised. Sometimes you will think they're the same person, but they're not. Let's start with the simple stuff first.
I'm not going to give you a ticket. Let's just leave you with a verbal warning.
I appreciate your kindness, officer.
Yeah, I don't think we just yet.
Kindly cooperate as I collect a sample to see if you're drunk.
So I already have probable cause to believe that it's not her in the ID that she gave me, but it's not reasonable suspicion because it's not. I don't really have any reasonable reason to believe that. It's just a probability based off of here, which can change, and the handbook does mention that.
I'll just need to take a sample to determine if you're under the influence of any illicit substances.
Okay, so she's good to go.
Don't move until further notice.
At your command, officer.
But because me being the petty officer that I've always been, I have a substance analyzer, almost like a K9. Go without saying what it is, right? I'm really trying to get her with the not being the same person thing, but I need more reasonable suspicion. Yeah, so this is just saying, just like how you focus on the license plate to get information, you can focus on people, and sometimes it might tell you they did something, you never know. Now I can't frisk her because she didn't really do anything. Um, Alright, well, I guess I gotta let her go. Oh, this car is parked the wrong way. Let me just double check her background one more time. Yeah, she's good. Okay, just a warning.
Alright, you can go now. Drive safe.
Now, what's this guy's deal? Okay, he paid for his parking, that's good. No parking on Fridays, it's Monday. 621. What's the story? Open warrant. Oh, okay. Cyberbullying, likely a predator, okay. Sure, let's wait for this guy to come out. How about that? Oh, let me double check these cases that I've been doing to make sure everything is going right. So the first one I lost 15 points for obvious reasons, right? Second one didn't lose any points. Third one, no points, just a tow, duplicate tow. This one was pretty intense, no points. This one, tow, wrong. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna do a stakeout for a second while I catch up on the handbook because I'm still not sure about some of this border stuff. I forgot I can't drive over. So if you're on simulation mode, you actually have to drive normal, like literally. Also, I don't think I can make this U-turn, but let's try it and see what happens. Oh, cool. Okay. What about that car behind it? Nah, they're good. Just looking for this guy right here. His name is Mitchell. Born in July. So he actually might be around. Let's drive around a little bit and see if we can find him. Yeah, the shift's almost over, about another 20 minutes, that's fine. Yeah, so it's not all fun. I mean, you can make it fun if you want to, but ideally I just play this just to relax. I thought that was him. So at the bottom left, you'll see a blue boundary. You're stuck in that area. Of course, you can get out of it eventually once you unlock all these places, but... Make sure I remember how he looks. Can I tell his car? Just No, I don't have any probable, reasonable suspicion. Might be him up there. I think he disappeared, but let me make sure. No. No. So this is where probable cause comes in at. I don't have reasonable suspicion, but I have probable cause to believe that that is that person I'm looking for. Where is he? Him right there. Drinking in public. Somebody's drinking in public. What's his name again? Mitchell. Yep. I'm looking for match description.
You're detained because you match a description in the police computer.
This is supposed to be me?
Would you show me your ID, please?
Here's my ID. Take it.
Nope. Not him, but of course, remember the last four of the ID number is 5808. Double check it and make sure it's him. Yeah, I wasn't all the way off. Okay. Cool. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for doing what I just did.
Everything's fine. You're good to go. Bye.
You just lost your first CP for failing to act correctly during the last encounter. Once an encounter is over, you can press blah, 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 blah. Where did I go wrong with this conversation? Unjustified detainment. Haven't opened the warrant. Okay. Unjustified ID check. I guess next time I'll just ask for the ID. Got about 15 minutes left. Is that Willie Mitch? No.
You're being detained for drinking in public.
No!
Yeah, so another thing about the evidence is if you see a person who is, if you smell cannabis, alcohol, anything that's like beyond probable cause, like reasonable suspicion, reasonable suspicion gives the right to reasonably search targeted areas that you believe may be evidence of a crime. So at this point,
cooperate for a search procedure.
hey, he's good to go. Just get his idea really fast.
Here you go, officer.
Okay, remember the last four, 3984. 3984, yep. Gun permit, nope. Concealed. No vehicle. Born. Oh, sleepy. Just give him a ticket.
You're being ticketed and fined for up to $300 for drinking in public.
Really? That is so much money!
Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Okay, so you can't park on the sidewalk like this, obviously. 933, that's gonna be this person right here, expired ID, cool. I'll just give him a ticket, I won't tow his car. I think I already searched theirs already. 80, good. They have tinted windows, which you can't have at all. Okay, it's the one I'm still waiting on. Okay. I already gave him a ticket. They're valid. Okay. Alright, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna end it right here. But, yeah. It gets better over time. You unlock more stuff. But, I'm about to clock out. Alright, GG.